know the one to turn up? Yeah. Okay. That probably means they couldn't hear us last hour too. Sorry about that. Just want to make sure we're on YouTube,
testing,
like right
1,
here.
2, 3,
so people
testing,
are watching
testing.
us on a stream live. Isn't this something? We're on Elberton.net. We're on 105.3. Sometimes we simulcast 99.7, 1400
cool.
AM. We're online. We're on an app, and now we're YouTube live streaming. So yeah.
Big time.
I put it back there. I put it back there because there's no time for hair and makeup. I'm still trying to figure out, is it a movie or a play? But right now we're talking. That's an inside joke.
Well, look, this one is as well. I mean, honestly.
Oh, it is.
And a book. That's right.
It is.
And a book.
But right now, we want everybody to see the play.
Absolutely.
That's it. Well, let's talk about it. It is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yes.
And Craig, tell me, I mean, how's your cast, and how hard was it to cast this?
The cast is really, really good. We're very excited to have everybody that's in the cast. And I feel like everybody is in the exact right place they need to be, in the right characters. It's been kind of fun for Tony and I to watch them naturally bring out some characteristics that we're looking for without having to tell them. That's been really, really encouraging and exciting, and can't wait to see it once it really comes together. You know, with a play, it seems really rough at first, and it's hit or miss, and it feels like it's just all over the place and everything. But once certain things start happening, believe it or not, when you can't hold your script anymore, and you're having to memorize, do it from memory and everything, then it starts coming together, and you start creating what I call muscle memory with your place on stage, the blocking and stuff like that. And then when you get the costumes and the lights and the sound and everything, and it just comes together, and you're all of a sudden you're like, oh wow, I'm here, I'm here. You've played in a band before and you're rehearsing it and stuff, but when you're playing it live, you go, hey, I'm in the middle, I'm in the song. Wow, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about?
And I love it whenever the whole thing's going. And
absolutely.
I can't wait to see you as a director. I really can't. I'm so
you see
excited,
me here. I'm a director.
Well, I know. And you know what's funny with most plays, Tony, is you don't really see the director.
Well, nobody can miss me. There's nobody else around that looks like me. So.
But this is going to be good. Let's talk about some of the cast.
Okay.
Because I saw a name that I love this guy. I mean, I'll just say it out here. But Justin Mitchell.
Yes.
What's Justin Mitchell up to?
He's
one of the funniest dudes behind the scenes there is.
And I'm just getting to know him. Justin's a great guy, but when he read for the part, when we did the read-through, Tony and I looked at each other like, man, wow, his voice was just perfect for the character of Aslan. It's that deep and rich and regal, yes, and that kind of thing. And so I keep hitting the window. Wow.
I feel like Craig's trying to throw stuff.
I'm animated.
Tony's eyes just went like... And they can't see each other, folks. Since they're married, we have separated.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
By 2 computer screens.
I love this. This is great.
This is for YouTube TV. You see us, but
I found my new calling.
That's it. But but he has a presence to him.
He does.
And I can only imagine how he's bringing that.
Well, and I like the fact that he's got this. Him being a dad, he's got this fatherly air about him and protective mode. The guy that dads do. Just he's able to bring that in because he's Aslan's the king.
Yes.
Of Narnia and stuff, and so he's watching over, and he's the big dog.
Yeah.
And so I love the fact that he brings in things. When he changes inflections in his voice and he's talking to his characters and stuff, and he goes from this big full voice to this gentle. Come here, son. That kind of thing, and I think that's great. And so I hope that it draws in the audience, and they really become a part of the play.
It sounds like he has a type of inflection that really takes the part and grabs into it. So.
Absolutely, yes.
And who else do we have, like on the cast list?
Well, I have it here in front of me. We have people from Hart County. Is that right, Tony? Hart County and Elbert County.
Yep.
Do we have anybody from anywhere else?
Molly's from Washington, just up the road.
Molly Turner's playing Mr. Beaver. Yes. We have our very own Ken Little playing a professor.
Love Ken.
In the story. Yes,
he is a professor.
He's a character too. Yes. We have Bruce Brown. Everybody knows Bruce. He's playing Father Christmas. So when you see him from now on, just ho 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 ho, and we've got a lot of people though.
Yeah, it's a very large cast.
It is. It's like
close
30 to 30 people.
Oh,
For those of you that are not can't see this, I'm showing Stan the cast list now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that
is a lot of people. That is a lot of people.
We've actually got 4 high school students. This is where I work, is at the high school as a parapro, and we got 4 of our students that are in this. And thankfully, yesterday, Principal Ryder started doing an announcement in the mornings and stuff about the play, and he called their names, and he's going to do it randomly here and there over the next couple of weeks. And then as we get right before the play, he's going to actually do it every single day.
Craig, what do they call you at the high school?
I tell them to call me Mr. Craig instead of Mr. Ely.
Yeah.
And that's because I spent so much time with the pre-K through 5.
Yeah.
And everybody messes up Ely anyway, so I said, just call me Mr. Craig. And so it kind of works that way.
Well, and
I mean, you don't want to hear everything that the kids at high school call me because I can't say that on the radio.
Well,
so.
Tony, I can't help but to think of high school when I see Craig.
I
mean, when I see Craig, I think of high school.
Yeah, that's right.
That's where
we met. Yeah,
well, and I remember you having a bass guitar that I would play in a science class.
Yep, that's right.
And he would leave it in the class, and I would go in there and
that's right.
And jam on it while I'm supposed to be listening.
A blue Kramer.
It was. That was a nice.
It was a good bass too.
Thing was
it
heavy.
Was.
That was
yes,
solid.
it was. That was back in the day, man.
I had a light Ibanez. I know we got off subject there.
That's okay.
I don't know why I went to answer. That's for you to
rabbits.
answer. Yes.
We chase rabbits.
Yeah.
There are no rabbits in the play, though, so we're not chasing any of them. No,
that's right.
No.
So tell us about the line, "The Witch and the Wardrobe." What is the plot?
This story was written by C.S. Lewis, great author, great British author. It was written in 1952 for his granddaughter, so he wrote it for. I personally got the 7-box book set, 7-book box set. I'll say it right in a minute, folks. For my 6th birthday, Christmas of '77, and I have never left the wardrobe.
Wow!
Since 1977, I've been there every day. I mean, I absolutely adore these stories. They're a huge part of who I am. I mean, I've got tattoos that are all about that. I even named my cat Aslan.
You were made for this part.
I was,
the director.
Oh yeah. Tony didn't have to ask much if I wanted to do this or not. But
I'm gonna find out how she asked you in just a second. It may be as simple as Craig.
It pretty much was, yeah. No, the story is it's set in World War II, and there are 4 children: Edmund, Peter, Susan, and Lucy, and their parents. They live in the main part of London. And, of course, it's wartime. They're afraid for their children's lives. So they contact a friend that's a retired professor and, hey, can the kids come stay with you in the countryside? Yeah, sure. Because, obviously they weren't going to bomb the countryside as much as they would the main cities and stuff. So they go there, and this is the adventures they get into. They're this huge, manor, and they're all over the place exploring and stuff. And a lot of times they get stuck inside because of the weather. And they walk around looking at different stuff, and then I got suits of armor and all kind of stuff. And Lucy happens to look at this big old wardrobe, and lots of folks don't even know what a wardrobe is. And but she looks at it, and she walks inside, and her adventures begin.
Yes.
So she goes into this magical world of Narnia and meets all kinds of people, and there's a witch there, and there's all kinds of talking animals and stuff like that. There are no humans there except for the 4 children that enter.
Yeah.
And it's just the whole story is about redemption.
Wow.
That's what the whole thing is about redemption. So
really cool. I mean,
absolutely,
really cool.
Absolutely.
And this is going to be great. Again, the dates are December 6th, 7th, and 8th, and the next weekend, 13th, 14th, and 15th.
Yes.
As always, you can get tickets there. What is the easiest way to get tickets now? Because it may not be coming in person, but going online, right?
Well, most people don't come in person anyhow. The best way, actually, is to give us a call or either email me or our office directly because it saves you money that way. You get your best option of seating if you call early and do it. And then also you save yourselves money because the advance tickets are $12. And if you wait and get them at the door, they're $17. And if you purchase online, the online vendor tax on fees too. So the cheapest and best way is to call us directly at the office.
Okay, the 1049.
You can call that number, or we also use the 706-213-3109. That's our direct line.
Oh, okay.
We used to. It's a long story, but you can call either one.
Either one. Okay.
Yep. Awesome. And then you can email us at tking@cityofelberton.net, or even my new assistant manager, M.
You have
Clements,
an assistant?
Madison Clements. You can email her, mclements@cityofelberton.net too.
I did not. Wait a minute. So
Yes,
she's working. Is it part time?
It's part time. We're hoping it will turn into full time.
Look, that is wonderful.
Yeah, amen.
So
Gets my wife home more.
Yeah. And she's so talented anyway.
She's
so
very talented.
yes.
Yeah.
So that is awesome to hear. We are blessed to have some community members coming back that are talented, and that is wonderful. Well, look, speaking of talent, I want to get to backstage a little bit. So we've talked about some actors, we've talked about the plot, but it takes a lot to make a play happen. And let's talk about those folks that help to make the stage, the setup, the behind the scenes.
Tony, you take this one.
Sure. So we have actually 2 new folks that are leading our backstage endeavors this time. One is his name is Thomas Barclay. This is his very first show with us. So he's learning how to do stage management, and we've got him running everywhere, changing sets back and forth during the scenes. And then also Jace Bell is learning stage management as well. So they're working as a team back there, but because there is so much as far as things happening at the same time, a lot of the actors are helping them with that too. So
That's a big
going
job.
on backstage. Yes. And then as far as building our set pieces, this is not a gigantic set. It's more of a scene mobile set. And Cody Zoller, I don't know if you know him. It's Jessica Hodge, if you remember her.
Yes.
It's her husband.
Yeah. Okay.
And he is in construction by trade, and he is also a very big Christian believer. So we thought that this would be a perfect marriage for him to work on this particular show and use his skills as a builder to create our set pieces.
Wow.
So he and Bob Larson have been working on our pieces for this show, and we're still working on them right now. It's taken a while, but we're getting there.
Well, look, this is going to be great, and I can't wait to see it. The sets are always incredible, no matter. I mean, every play, and it has uniqueness to it. So this is going to be good. And we have to ask that question. How did you ask Craig when it came time to directing? How did it go? What was it like?
Well, it's always a big puzzle putting together a season for Encore. And a lot of times there are different factors that come into play. And one of the ones for this particular season is that we needed to have a director that was available during this time period, during this October through December time period that the show would need to be in production.
Yeah.
And, of course, everybody always wants a holiday show during that time. So we were brainstorming ideas of what would be a good show, and this is one of the ones that came up, and it was like he said, it's been his favorite since he was a little kid, and he met all the credentials to be the director. He had already served as an assistant director. He had already volunteered for other shows.
I have Narnian blood flowing
through
my veins.
There was no nepotism
at
all.
No, I have Narnian blood flowing through my veins.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
So
because she said you met the criteria. Well, look, I mean, I think that'll make this even more special.
Yeah.
That it has that just fabric of what Craig, like this will be.
This is my heart.
Yes.
It's my heart. I mean, over the years, as I've worked in the school system, I've been able to, rainy days and things like that, share the cartoon from 1979 with the kids at school on
cool.
YouTube, and the kids are just like. They want to watch it over and over and over again. Of course, I can't do that. At the high school, we don't have that kind of time and stuff. And these kids probably wouldn't get into it, but they have loved this. I mean, I've even had kids that have gotten into it so much that they've gotten and read all 7 books and the whole works.
Craig, I think you're a blessing at the high school. I don't even know what all you do, but I just know that he's a blessing there because those kids have to go.
I try to be.
This is the coolest guy.
No, I don't know about that, but
Well, I think so. So
thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, look,
much.
the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yes.
Mark your calendars. Put it in your phone. Go ahead and put it on the calendar. Find the time that you can go. It'll be Friday, Saturday, Sundays, and Friday and Saturdays, the 6th, 7th, and 8th, and 13th, 14th, 15th. Get your tickets now. Stop by and see Tony at City Hall, or go online. And you can get them there. There are fees that apply when you go online, but you can go to bigtickets.com. Events, look for Elbert Theater, and purchase them there as well. Anything else before we wrap
Well,
up?
I did want to send a special shout out to Gunnar Hartley.
Yes.
He's the one that designed our poster for us, and
That's
it's
pretty
just
good.
And that
beautiful.
poster's awesome looking.
It's
This
gorgeous.
It's just cool.
Yeah.
So please look for those around town, or visit us online
There we go.
on our website
Yeah.
if you can't see it right there on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because he's an amazing artist.
He is.
He's a digital artist, so we're really, really thankful for him doing
Absolutely.
that. And then also he's guiding Josh James, who's first time
brother-in-law.
running sound, on how to do it.
So he's bringing him into the theater
so
family.
he's been very helpful for that. So
His
we're very
debut?
thankful for him.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and also I wanted to mention as well, we talked about Aslan, who is the force of good in the show,
Yeah.
but I also wanted to mention Lucinda Sadler, who's
Yes.
playing the White Witch.
Oh.
She is the force of evil
Absolutely.
in the show, and she is doing
Fantastic.
so
She's
amazingly
awesome.
well.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, I think this is only her second role she's ever done.
Yeah.
She was in Cemetery Club earlier this year, and she did a fantastic job in that. And so when she came to audition, we were really excited. and I think you guys are going to really enjoy her performance as the
I
witch.
think so too. Yeah.
Awesome. This is going to be incredible. I can
think
already
so.
tell. Yeah.
Yeah, I find it strange though that so many people have never heard of these books before.
Yeah.
But yet this particular book has sold over 100 million copies worldwide.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good
But yet
gracious.
there's tons of people that have never heard of this.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that people will.
Well, see, back
be
when we were
curious
in
and
school,
go,
I
"What
think
is
this was
And
in the library, but I mean,
yeah.
but now, I mean, now
It's
I
at
wonder.
the elementary school for
Yeah,
sure.
is it?
In the
You know.
library? Yes.
Well, look, I saw another name on here as a
Mhm.
stagehand, but I have to throw that name out there, Patrick Gibbons.
Yes,
So
Patrick. is
Patrick,
helping us.
Yeah.
and
And
he's a
in the
little
cast.
worker
He's
now.
A small part in the cast too.
Yeah.
And so we're thankful to have him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
We've
Tiffany.
got Tony. What would the youngest age be of the kids we've got? Because we've got from little kids on up to adults and
I think
stuff.
Liliana
Might
is
be.
Liliana Thompson. She's one of Aslan's followers. She's
Mhm.
a mouse.
Mhm.
I think she is maybe 8 or 9, if I
Right,
remember
right,
correctly.
right.
So I think she's the youngest.
Yeah, and then we've
But
got
we've got all
quite
the
a
way
few
up
teenagers
to
and
like
stuff.
mid 60s, I think, with some of our cast members.
Mhm.
So it's a wide
Yeah,
range
yeah.
of ages in this show.
Look,
And the
this,
show itself is appropriate for all ages too.
Yeah.
okay,
absolutely.
so this
So
is
it's a good
everybody
family
comes.
show.
It is.
Yeah.
Everybody
it is.
comes.
It's
Yeah.
not just a little kid show kind
Yeah.
of thing, but you can be a kid at heart
Right.
and come and
come to
enjoy
it.
this, yeah, and kind of escape for a little while. That's what I mean. Like I said, I'll be 53 this year, and I still pull these books out sometimes and just escape for a little while.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And I've read them so much that I find it kind of funny that the pictures in my head of the characters that I created when I was a little boy
Right.
are exactly the same pictures
That you
as
see,
I see
yes.
now. Yes, absolutely.
Well, look, and these times
Absolutely.
are too when a lot of families are coming around doing their
Mhm.
family get-togethers, so they
Yeah,
could even have a
absolutely.
family come
Yeah.
out.
Yep.
It's
Which
perfect for that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
particular show is perfect for church
Yeah.
groups.
It
too.
is. It is.
so look, this is don't miss out on the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Right.
And again, December 6th, 7th, 8th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. And man, I just appreciate y'all's time
Thank you.
today.
Thank you
Thank
for.
you
I
for
want to
letting
mention.
us come talk
Want to
about
mention real
it.
quick that Friday and Saturday both weekend shows start at 7,
Yep.
Okay.
and on Sundays they start at 2
The matinee
for both
at
weeks.
2.
Same thing, right?
That is
right,
it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so the question is it a play or a movie? Well, it's a play.
And a cartoon and a book. And
That's it. Well, this will be the play, the Encore Productions.
Absolutely.
And don't miss out. December 6th, 7th, and 8th, and the 13th, 14th, and 15th. It is going to be a fantastic time. Thank y'all so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
It-
Narnia.
That's it. That's it. Tony and Craig. I love it. I love it.
Thank you. Thank
All
you. We love
right.
you too.
Thank y'all, and y'all stay tuned. We've got more coming up this hour. We're supposed to have a comedian if he is out front. Is he out front, Ashley? Do we have a comedian out? Huh? Okay. All right. We have a comedian coming up. And
Fun.
what's better than a comedy night at a local restaurant?
Oh, that's
Hey,
gonna be
yes.
fun.
I like it.
Everybody's got
Dinner and a laugh. I like
everybody's got questions. Well, we'll have answers in just
Hey.
a few minutes.
Hey.
There we go. Stay tuned. We'll be back right after this.
Hey, this is Kate at Hometown Butcher, located on 7127 Royston Highway, also known as the Gold Mine Community. We have a great selection of quality meat products, fresh quality meats cut your way every day at Hometown